Hello crafty friends, welcome to another mixed media ideas video. I have here a 4x6 inch piece of smooth white card, 300 GSM, nothing fancy. I've got broken china distress oxide, which is a greeny blue or a bluey green, and chipped sapphire, which is a nice deep indigo colour. I've also got my smusher. I'm going to start by spritzing this with a little bit of water, and I'm going to smush the broken china onto my mat, hydrate that, pick it up with my smusher and smush it on, concentrating on this area over to the left, but adding a bit all around. I wet it first so that the colour can kind of diffuse out. So now I'll dry that. Now that's dry, I'm going to add another layer of the broken china to create a sense of depth. This time everything should be quite defined and not diffuse because the paper was dry. Now I'm going to smush on some of the chipped sapphire and follow that arc round and add a few bits everywhere. I'll take a bit of paper towel just to mop up the deepest pools, otherwise we'll be here forever. And I'll pick up the rest of that ink and spatter it on. And because the paper's dry, they should form some nice defined spatters. And I'll dry that again. Now I want to add some stamping in black. And I've got these grungy circles. So I'm going to add these, one up there, one here, and one down there. Also going to add this grungy grid. I want to try and get the grid lined up with the paper edges. I've used VersaFine Onyx Black ink for this stamping because it's a really nice deep black ink. It does take a while to dry because it's a pigment ink, so I'm going to give it a blast with my hairdryer. At this stage I want to cut this down into a panel. So I've got a stitched rectangle die and I'll hold that in place with some low tack tape. I will put some non-stick paper over that before I die cut so that I don't get any ink on my cutting plate. So that's got an embossed stitching detail around the edge. I'm going to make that look as if it has actually been stitched by running some black lines over the embossing. And I am doing that now. I have thought ahead rather than leaving it until I've put everything else on. So I'm thinking I want to spatter now, and I'm going to use black metallic watercolour to start with. So this will bring in a bit of shimmer and shine and connect the black stamping. So we're still working in this kind of arc. I'm going to dry that and then I want to spatter on some gold. And now for some gold. I was thinking about copper. I think the gold will stand out well. I want to add some white. So I'm going to use ultra high white embossing powder from Wow. This nice chunky embossing powder. I haven't put any ink down for it to stick to, so I'm going to have to heat it from underneath so the powder doesn't blow away. So that's all melted now, and I like the way you get a little bit of extra physical texture with the embossing powder. You could spatter on some white paint, but you don't get that domed look. Plus it's glossy. So I think that's my background done. I'm going to mount this on some black cardstock and give it a border of probably 1/8 of an inch. So that's done. I want to add a couple of squiggles along the stitching or the faux stitching. And I'm going to stick this on the front of a 5x7 inch card blank. So this is going to be a birthday card for my husband, as it happens. So I've got a happy birthday stamp there that I've cut out with a stitched rectangle die. I have put some 1mm deep foam tape on the back, so it's got a bit of a lift. And I've popped it on this part of the rule of thirds grid. There is some extra space here, but I left that there because I thought I could put some embellishments on top and around it. I am going to lift this up slightly though, because I want to put something underneath it. So I want to put this lattice, I guess, on the card here. I'll use my glue dotter to add some high-tack white glue to the back. You want to know how to make a glue dotter? I do have a video about it, linked below. That's going to go there, I think. I want to add some gold stars to the front of my card. And I'm going to cut them from cardstock that I coloured with that same gold that I spattered on. So I can just put the paint on my mat, pick it up with my smusher and smush it on for a interesting finish. I'll dry that and then die cut out my stars. They're quite pale these, so I'm just going to add a little bit extra with a paintbrush, just sort of blobbing it on, and I'll dry those. Then I'll put some foam tape on the back of these to give them a bit of a lift. Before I stick my stars down, I want to add a nest, if I can stop picking up the stars. I want to add a little nest of gold thread, so I'm going to wind it around my fingers, pull it about a bit to make it sort of circular, and take the large star and place it on top to hold that in place. Like that. Might try adding a smaller nest of thread. I've made a smaller thread nest there. I will cut off the ends in a minute. I want to add that here. And there's an even tinier scrunch of thread underneath the tiny star. So we'll just tidy up the ends of all of the bits. Make sure they're pressed down well. Don't want that thread coming off. Right, I think we're about done, but I'm going to add some Nouveau drops as finishing touches. I'm going to use pale gold and some white Nouveau drops. These may absorb some of the colours and go a sort of pale greeny blue. Right, I think that's done. I don't think it needs anything else. Hopefully the Nouveau drops will be well set before I have to give this to my husband tomorrow. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you an idea or two, and I hope to see you back here very soon for more mixed media ideas. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.